Hey, Reaction Boy.
With Doc.
I'm Reaction Boy here with Doc from the Content Network, the Director of Content. If you didn't know what Doc stood for, it stands for Director of Content Network. And looking good. And yeah, we're gonna watch YouTube Rewind 2011 because it's iconic.
Yeah.
The first-
See how content was in 2011.
The first YouTube-
It's primitive.
The first YouTube Rewind, really important videos. So we got there's a bit of YouTube history for you.
I think in 5 years' time, people are going to be looking at Content Network.
We should make this.
Rewind.
We should make a show on Content Network called YouTube History.
It's really good.
This is the first episode of YouTube
Welcome
History.
to YouTube History.
Welcome to YouTube, featuring Reaction Boy, I guess. Then.
Yeah, featuring Reaction Boy.
Yeah.
Just gonna take a look back on the history of YouTube and kind of, learn from it, see how we got from where we are today.
If we don't study history, we're destined to repeat it.
Exactly. So here we're looking at the first video on YouTube, the YouTube Rewind 2011. To kind of
like everyone knows YouTube Rewind. It's a big event with us YouTubers.
in the community.
Yeah, like in the community, like everyone gets together and watches it, and then even those who don't come and watch it, you still talk about it. It's
yeah. And then within and then it's like who's gonna be on it, which from the YouTube family are gonna be on it, and you can see similar things happen with the Content Network, and people are like, oh, who from the Content Network family is gonna.
It's kind of like the YouTube season finale,
Yeah,
because like every year, like it isn't on business year; it's on like calendar year more so, isn't it? It's like like content is usually like very 2017 or 2015, So yeah, this is like just season 1 finale of YouTube.
And I mean, we're gonna revisit here and watch it, and you can see how we're gonna do a learning from it, so you can watch our faces learning from history.
Yeah. A bit of YouTube history for you, and we'll get into the history of everything.
Yeah, and we can comment on what was good about it for that time and the direction there, and how probably the Content Network can probably direct the content a bit better nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, come on, dude. Primitive.
Let's be honest
Primitive,
about
man.
it.
Come on, dude. It's like people used to think cigarettes were good for you. It's a similar idea.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Black.
Rebecca Black.
Welcome to YouTube Rewind, a very special event where we take a look back at the
See, if I was
most
directing
watched
this
videos
in
of
the Content Network,
2011.
it would have
This
kicked
year
off
was
the
a
song
huge
straight away and
year
included
for
her in it, maybe referencing
We
Friday.
laughed, we cried, we said, aww. So, without further ado, let's take a look back at the biggest hits of 2011 and see who's at number 1.
Is it a countdown?
Is this just a chart? A scene from Harry Potter isn't really
Yeah, I was about to say.
I like some of these unoriginal YouTube content,
I was about to say.
like clips from Ellen. Like I would consider that TV.
Yeah. Harry Potter's a movie.
Dad, I'm gay. I still love you, son.
Emotional.
Is that the first thing you said?
Yeah, emotional. There's some politics here.
You see, I see on YouTube, it's entertaining. And as you know, if you're watching this, educational.
Yeah. I just think some of that history stuff, though, some things that were happening in modern Iraq. You know what I mean?
No, just honey badgers are just crazy.
Yeah, some videotape footage of Natural Geographic.
Yeah, but
So
funny voice.
or just original content from the TV advert, of course.
SNL video.
Cover music.
Yeah,
An animated GIF.
That's another.
Yeah,
Is this most viewed? What's the
I think so, maybe.
See, like, I'm glad. It's interesting to see how YouTube.
Thank you to all
Yeah,
who watched,
what's it called?
uploaded,
YouTube Red.
and made
Rewind.
this so
YouTube
special
Rewind
this year.
progressed because this isn't very
You
good.
In 2012.
And yeah, well, I mean, at this point, it wasn't the event yet. You know what I mean?
No, yes, it was just like a little thing YouTube were trying out.
And although that does comment on some things, like you got to see popular things throughout the year.
Iraq.
Yeah, modern Iraq. you got to see things like that. When people saw that and when that came out, when we look back on this history, like the things happened in time, that came out and people were like, this isn't the true YouTube Rewind. This isn't the YouTube Rewind we're used to. I remember we were all sitting around and that came out and we're like, YouTube Rewind's usually songs and YouTube Rewind's usually, but...
When the first YouTube Rewind came out, we were saying YouTube Rewind's usually songs.
Yeah, it's usually a bit more fun. It's usually like they did the Gangnam Style, did the Fox one. We'll get to them in future episodes of History of YouTube. And this one, I think, should have just been. I would have, if I was directing the time, I think most people agree, it would be more suited to be called YouTube 2011 Top Videos of 2011, hosted by Rebecca Black.
Number one.
And other key videos.
Hosted by number one, Rebecca Black.
Yeah, hosted by number one Rebecca Black, because you go through that you go through that 10 countdown, and it shows you other things. It shows you the emotional scenes of that Skype call of the son coming out to his father. You had clips from Ellen, the Ellen TV show. You had stark, just affecting images of the freedom of the people in modern Iraq.
I remember when that video about Iraq came out on YouTube. It was like whoa. Yeah. I remember when all these videos came out about Iraq and Gaddafi and
modern Iraq.
Coney. Well, Coney wasn't until a few months after this.
Coney wasn't until afterwards, but some of us could see that coming. Some of the.
See that coning.
Some of that coning, some of us, with some of us, especially, people like us who had one foot in the political world and watching the things happening in Iraq, and of course, if you remember, that was a produced video, that was a YouTube video.
The Coney 2012.
The Coney Invisible Children. So when you're thinking about these events. When you're thinking about content, you think about videos, you're thinking about putting your own, I was throwing around something, an Invisible Man style movie at the time. I was thinking of something similar to The Invisible Children, so I was thinking of those things and...
Still your idea?
Watching what was happening in modern Iraq.
The guy stole your idea, mate.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he lost all of his credibility.
No, he did. He lost all his credibility. So that was all coming, and I mean...
I was ready to paint the night, but then the scandal unraveled.
And I mean,
so I fucked the night.
There was so many things happening in 2011.
We're not out of time, so let's... Getting back to 2011 history, which we'll learn through YouTube Rewind.
Some of the stark images of saw.
There was a 6th of August protest march. There was the Tottenham march.
The modern London riots.
On the 6th of August.
The injuries and arrests that came from that.
There was the Tottenham Hale march on the 6th of August. There was...
Don't forget the day after the London incidents. The incidents. And those images captured on YouTube, because, I mean, everyone, I mean, I'm not going to say everyone's a director. I'm not going to say that. But everyone's a cameraman here, and the news is everywhere, and everybody's reporting. See, like, that stark images, protest images. Look at this here. A protest against...
End the 2011 riots.
Again against Tottenham Hale, against modern Iraq.
Let's end the public response. Let's end it right now. I just cut myself. There was more riots during the day and the night, and I remember 2011 YouTube. Do you remember YouTube in 2011?
Yeah.
Like you got clips like Rebecca Black in them.
Rebecca Black.
That dog.
And I mean, what we can learn from what we can learn from the Rebecca Black videos. She was somebody who went to a company similar to the Content Network or something. I mean, they took some of our ideas, jealously took some of our ideas.
Fuck her.
But she went to someone to help her produce a music video. And if we can, and some of the things we're trying to work on next year, in the months next year, January, February, March, we're going to be working on
what's all lined up?
Content Network School, Content Network Studio,
Content University is my favorite.
Content University, and these things will allow people like Rebecca Black to come back, and she can come to the Content Network.
Rebecca Black to come black.
She can go back and black. Men in Rebecca Black. You know, she can come up to us and say projects like, you know, I want to do another music video. I want to do a short film comedy series. I want to do you know, and just be back in black.
It's cool because I'm going to teach a reaction class. I think you can just direct the whole project.
Yeah.
So if you visit the link in the description, you'll go to our Kickstarter page. You can donate if you want.
So this is how history of YouTube's going to work. We're going to reflect back on things on YouTube, and then we'll see the past and then see what we've learned from there. So here we've looked at YouTube Rewind, we've looked at Modern Halak, we've looked at Rebecca Black, and what have we learned on that? What have we brought from that?
Well, Rebecca Black.
Well, you've got our new shows coming, Rebecca Black and Black, and you've got reaction classes, and they're all coming. Every episode spawns more episodes of more content.
Yous have all seen, like, if you boys and girls, mostly boys, watch all the content from the network and the Reaction Boys channel, then you'll see how organically these ideas.
Well, this is where people are seeing the actual network. It has two meanings. This is the actual network of the ideas. Where did the Rebecca Black and Black come from? It came from this show. It's all connected.
You gotta work for. If you want to make it in this industry, you've got to work. That's the first lesson's for free.
The first lesson is for free.
If you want to make it in this industry, you've got to work.
Learning from YouTube history.
Thanks for tuning in episode 1 of YouTube history.
Thank you.
It's been really good. Well done, man. Content